Welcome back to Bigger Than Race. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. Ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to crack the codes that we think we have discovered with friends from the Patreon community. Now, I don't really take too much credit for all of the stuff that we do here because it is a collective group effort. People have sent me information that are actually in the Patreon group, and the information blew my mind in regards to the Phoenix. And I think we had it all wrong, ladies and gentlemen, because they tell you one thing while they're doing the other thing behind your back. So today we're going to expose and take a trip down the rabbit hole of these logos and the truth. And hopefully this makes sense in some kind of way, or it opens your eyes to another perspective. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we told you a lot of different things on this channel, and we were the first ones to do it. And I just want you to understand that we were the ones who told you that the USDC coin was actually the digital dollar, and the digital dollar is already chosen to run on the Stellar universe and also on Algorand. Now, you may hear other people on YouTube and or on crypto Twitter saying the same thing that we have announced in previous live streams and videos, but they won't give proper credit to the channel. And those channels, ladies and gentlemen, I wouldn't say that's authentic. Always give credit where credit is due. I mean, it really doesn't do anything against you. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I digress. You will only get original content on this platform here, Bigger Than Race, and we will do it in honorable fashion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you've been staring at the screen and you've been looking at the logos. Now, I know we've heard about the Phoenix because it was posted in The Economist magazine in 1988. And it said, get ready for a world currency. And you had the Phoenix. See, they prepared this years ago. They are so far in advance that we have no clue. It says 30 years from now, Americans, Japanese, Europeans, and people in many other rich countries and some relatively poor ones will probably be paying for their shopping with the same currency. Price will be quoted not in dollars, yen, or D-marks, but in, let's say, the Phoenix. The Phoenix will be favored by companies and shoppers because it will be more convenient than today's national currencies, which by then will seem a quaint cause of much disruption to economic life in the last 20th century. Now, ladies and gentlemen, on this bird here, you see this logo, which you've just seen in the Cosmos logo. Just to confirm it for you one more time. Just so you can see. Where is he at? See it right here. Cosmos. Boom. And then it sort of looks similar to Stellar. And ladies and gentlemen, we showed you this first. We made the connection to this first on this channel. So let's see. I want to play something for you because I want you to see how planned out this was. And before I tell you, I show you the video, I want to read this to you. The original World Trade Center, you know, those twin towers that were taken down, was a large complex of 7 buildings in the financial district of Lower Manhattan, New York City. It opened on April 4th, 1973, and was destroyed in 2001 during September 11th attacks. Now, let's see. So they destroyed the financial buildings within the U.S. They tell you about the Phoenix, and all of a sudden you start seeing this pop up in China. Welcome to Hong Kong's World. A sprawling Chinese city of 9 million with incredible light shows. Great China Twin Towers. Now you mean to tell me that doesn't look identical to these towers here? Either I'm stupid or you stupid. I ain't stupid. Let's go. Designed by international architectural firm Lava. Designed to offer visitors a grand welcome to the city. They are visible from the road into the city from the airport. The mixed-use towers will have offices and residential spaces for workers. Construction began in 2017. Completion 2021. Is there any coincidence to the dates, ladies and gentlemen? If you challenge the narrative, you can be open to another perspective that might bring you the truth, which will set you free. Do you want to be free? Some of you don't, but there's many who do. Let's go. Do you think they resemble NYC's World Trade Center? Yes or no? Put it in the comments. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not playing here. We are not playing here. So you mean to tell me they destroyed the World Trade Center and put it up in China? Is that what they're saying here? Is that what we're saying here? Check this out. Phoenix Towers, Wuhan, China. This is where the Phoenix Towers were going to be built. Okay? Now, the other ones was the other towers, but the Phoenix Towers is something totally different, which I'm about to show you right now. The Phoenix Towers. But remember, on the 1988 Economist magazine, there was a Phoenix. And then here we have the Phoenix Towers, which are being built in Wuhan, China. Now, Wuhan, isn't that the place where the coronavirus broke out? Now, if you were trying to keep people away from a certain destination, but then also trying to tell them subtly, indirectly, that Wuhan is where the phoenix is about to rise, well, wouldn't you do it in this fashion? Yeah, I know you can look on Google and you type in Phoenix Towers, and you'll see, oh, it's not being developed anymore. Well, that is not this Phoenix Towers that we're talking about here. If you do a little more research, you'll see that that is going down in Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you a little more about this. But Phoenix Towers, Wuhan, China, announced 6/16/14. Ritual sacrifice equals 616 in Jewish. And this is breaking down the gematria numbers. 666 weeks after 9/11, the Phoenix Towers was announced. Do we think that's any coincidence, ladies and gentlemen? I think not. Let's go deeper. Here is the video from Mac 007, speaking highly on the Phoenix. Ladies and gentlemen, this video gave me chills, but before I go into it, we notice how everything is always revolved around space. Everything is revolved around space. Everything. Cosmos, stellar, Saturn. You have all these companies that are using space logos, and they use key terms like the stellar universe, the cosmos, the atoms. And then on this building, which is the Phoenix, you see that there is space-related worlds. We see planets. And 3 of these planets, ladies and gentlemen, they're going to be restaurants that are connected to the building. Now, does this make any sense? Think about the Belt and Road. That initiative to connect globally through the Belt and Road in China. Xi Jinping just came out the other day and said how he would like to globally merge individuals in other countries together. And they are doing so as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that we have been lied to, bamboozled, hoodwinked, read amok. I believe that they never wanted us to know the truth. And I believe that there's YouTubers out here that don't want you to know the truth. But the truth is, China is running this shit. China is the Phoenix. The Phoenix will be launched on blockchain technology. And the merger is happening as we speak. China is at the foundation, and everything builds on top of that. Let's go.
Phoenix Towers. Oh, my beautiful Phoenix. Pillar on pillar. What a magnificent sight. 2 towers side by side as we gaze upon your beauty from way down below. We look up on high and see you tower the Wuhan skies, city of 1,000 lakes. Now one loves to ask, have you seen? Have they seen? I'll answer, I have seen. Now my job is to allow them to see what I see, to share with them the prophecy. So let me give them the Mac poetry philosophy. Parks are to play, but this is no game. These are 2 pieces connected, interconnected, a masterpiece, a worldwide business display. Aren't I right? Why IDA? Why am I late? Why have I delayed? To burn into ashes the unfaithful away. 2 beautiful flowers that will tower the sky. Green on the inside, pink on the out. Dubai's tallest is on its way out. Planets orbiting, gardens in the air, restaurants floating. Man, this is no fair. pollution absorbing surfaces to filter the city's air, VECHAIN technology to filter the water, thermal chimneys, biomass boilers. Here comes the spoiler. 2 flowers, 2 of the tallest towers, so tang that it's woo. I mean, so yang that it's yin. I mean, so hand that it can't be solo. So we throw in the woo on the Thor platform. So now you and me can VECHAIN and all be a witness to the change in China. So the 2 tallest towers, the 2 beautiful flowers, Wuhan, China, VECHAIN power, tick tock, tick tock. It's almost about that hour. Phoenix Towers.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you got the chills, but I did. And that just goes back to this right here. The Phoenix that was posted on the 1988 Economist. Now, why would they choose this logo here and put it on the Cosmos? And then if you do your own research, you see who's connected to the Cosmos, you see that there's 2 development groups. One is based in China and the other is based in Switzerland. Ladies and gentlemen, you have been lied to, bamboozled, all over crypto YouTube. You got blind leading the blind. People that don't know what the hell they're talking about, and people who are purposely misleading you, misdirecting you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are tired of being misdirected and not fully being confident in what you're holding and what you're doing in this crypto space, I really recommend you join the Patreon group. Become a member. I'm sure there's plenty of members that are listening to these videos that are thrilled that they are in that Patreon group. Let us help you accelerate your learning curve, ladies and gentlemen. $7.77 for the serious people who want another real perspective and they want personal one-on-one contact with me. Join the Patreon group, $77.77. That $77 is nothing. Honestly, because you're going to get more value and you're going to gain more riches because of that. So take a look at the Patreon group and come and get this help. But let's continue to go. Why did they choose this logo? And why does it match the same on the Cosmos? Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not digging deep enough, you ain't going to get the real goods. Stop listening to these individuals out here. Pay attention. You got people with logos that have one eyes on them. Anytime I see that, I know they work for the other side, ladies and gentlemen. One eye showing on the logo and you don't even see it. That's sad, ladies and gentlemen. So sad. But I want you to see this video here because me personally, the Phoenix is China in itself because China will rise. The New World Order has been ordered long time ago. And the New World Order is China. It's China reemerging to claim the throne. And I believe the Phoenix is a collective of cryptocurrencies and just China in a whole that are a part of the Phoenix Initiative, which is going to help China rise like no other country before. China was the first one who brought in paper money, fiat. And China is the one now leading us in this digital world, blockchain technology, the internet of value. And that is the truth that the YouTubers out there, they don't want you to know this truth. They want you blind, ladies and gentlemen. Who controls Bitcoin? China does. He who controls the mining, he who controls the nodes has the most power. The truth is right before your eyes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay attention to the cryptos that they specifically show on this here screen. And they're all China related. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you ever in your life sleep on Justin's son and Tron. He's been connected from day one. Sometimes people don't like reading in between the lines. They're so brainwashed that everything the media says or anything on TV or crypto Twitter, they believe. You give your power over too much to these people who don't mean you well. These people are positioned here to look like they're upstanding citizens, but really they don't give a goddamn about you. And that's the truth. If they did, why aren't they telling you this information? Why are they giving you misinformation to steer you in the wrong direction? They steered individuals from the 90s in the wrong direction. And they were considered to be experts from Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley. They told people, you shouldn't invest in those tech companies. They're not going to do anything. The Yahoos and Googles of the world. And then people who actually own the stocks, they told them to sell it. They're wasting your money. And what do? They tricked them out of those individuals making money, millions. Ladies and gentlemen, if you follow the wrong crowd, your ass will be tricked. These are the last days, ladies and gentlemen, and picture me of being like Noah. I got that ark wide open and it's getting ready to close. Now is your time to get on the ark, ladies and gentlemen, in the Patreon group. Now it is at $7.77. You can insure your spot. But at the end of this month, the price of tea goes up. The Patreon membership will go up in price because the value that you're getting is going to change your life and your perspective on how you view cryptocurrency. I can help you do that. Now, let's watch this video.
New ways to spend digital money were in every corner of the Inclusion FinTech Conference when it opened today.
支付宝2813
Want to buy something while driving? Well, just tell your car.
交付完事之后，你就可以在我们的中控台
You can buy things just by using the center console. If you want to buy some music, just say the payment code to your car.
然后选择身份支付，念出一个支付码就可以了。
Shopping with your car just in the testing stage at the moment, while voice-printed purchases are just one of the extended payment scenarios under review in China. Alipay, China's leading digital payments provider and also the organizer of the conference, says it's continuing to explore how to make digital money more conveniently available to everyone.
现在我们还会在一些这个民生领域做更
We
多
will explore ways to benefit people's daily lives, including transportation and public affairs. In many hospitals now, you can use Alipay's e-medical insurance card to pay your fees, rather than lining up in front of a window. This kind of thing will be a major payment trend in the
未
future.
来的一个趋势。
It's not just private firms that are pushing the envelope in digital payments. The People's Bank of China is actively involved as well. Well, you can still take cash from your bank. In some test cities, you can take the cash with you.
This is where we're headed. These debit cards that we have, crypto debit cards, they'll be gone within the year and a half, 2 years. Because we're going on mobile pay. Everything will be mobile. Mobi pay. Pay attention, ladies and gentlemen. I always drop clues.
Electronically. This blockchain firm in Shanghai has been designing digital wallets for cryptocurrencies. The company sees the big potential of the PBOC's e-wallets, the so-called Digital Currency Electronic Payment, or DCEP, as the central bank's involvement ensures properly regulated transactions.
因为央行要去做 DCP， 就是为了让它能够被使用。
The central bank's plan for the DCEP is to encourage its use. Many merchants now accept WeChat Pay and Alipay. From a legal point of view, if it's a
Ontology gas. BTC, Ethereum, Clay.
mature system, there is no reason to reject a
TRX,
digital
Polkadot,
currency. And
Neo Gas. Ladies and gentlemen, they don't tell you
from the
these things
perspective,
for no reason. Everything has meaning. And if you don't hold any of this, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, you will kick yourself royally in the ass as the phoenix rises. You will
Of
see.
applications, there is no big obstacle either because most people love to pay digitally rather than with paper money.
都爱使用这个电子货币，不太爱使用纸质的货币。
There are plenty of digital payment scenarios here at the Inclusion FinTech Conference, but things don't just end here. With China's big plan to virtualize its currency, the country's fintech industry is expected to grow even faster in the future. 镜头 I see it for CGTN, Shanghai.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're not playing here. We're bringing you truth, our perspective, connecting the dots. Now you tell me if I'm crazy, because I know I'm not crazy. Have we been lied to? Unraveling the myths of Cardano's nomenclature. So we're going to explore the connections and reasons behind Cardano and the logo, and the significance behind it, and why they chose these certain names. Why is everything related to space and Greek gods and Greek mythology? And I want to thank the gentleman who sent this over to me as well. Ever wondered why the ticker of Cardano's cryptocurrency is ADA, or why its wallets are named after Greek myths? What is the project named after in the first place? And who are all the people mentioned in the roadmap release titles? This article will provide a bird's eye view and links for further reading. Can you give me a phoenix eyes view? Girolamo Cardano was an Italian mathematician, physicist, biologist, physician, chemist, astrologist, philosopher, writer, and gambler. During his lifetime, he wrote over 200 scientific works and was one of the key figures in the mathematical field of probability during the Renaissance. For a cryptocurrency project that is looking to utilize rigorous scientific methods based on mathematical proofs and game theory to build a highly flexible and interoperable form of programmable money, adopting the name of this Italian polymath seems very appropriate. So the Cardano ecosystem is named after Girolamo Cardano, but why is the ticker symbol of its actual cryptocurrency ADA? Ada Lovelace. Ada Lovelace was an English mathematician and writer that is known for being the first person to recognize that computers could be used for more than just calculations. Lovelace wrote the first algorithm used on a computer, making her the first computer programmer. One can argue that without Ada Lovelace's vision, computers as we know them today wouldn't exist. To honor her vision, the creators of the Cardano ecosystem decided to name the ticker of its cryptocurrency ADA and its smallest subunit. Lovelace, similar to how Bitcoin's smallest subunit is, 0.00001 BTC, was named Satoshi after its creator. It's no coincidence that the first stage of the Cardano roadmap that included the birth of the ADA cryptocurrency was named after Ada Lovelace, Father Lord Byron. Who was he? George Gordon Byron. The sixth Baron Byron was a British poet, peer politician, and a leading figure in the Romantic movement. One of his best-known works was Don Juan, a lengthy satiric poem where Byron portrayed Juan as someone that is easily seduced by women, reversing the legend of Don Juan as an actual womanizer. Byron was befriended with fellow poet Percy Bysshe Shelley. The second phase of Cardano's roadmap was named after his wife, Mary Shelley. The Shelley release stands for the evolution of the system into a decentralized autonomous system. But what does Mary Shelley have to do with this? Mary Shelley was an English author that is best known for writing Frankenstein, a novel about a scientist that creates a human-like creature after an unorthodox scientific experiment. Wow. Sort of seems like there could have been a mind upload switch. The novel was the result of bet between Lord Byron, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and herself about who could write the best horror story. The novel was first published anonymously and had a considerable influence on literature and popular culture. Although the Cardano ecosystem doesn't fit in horror stories, the fact that it will become a fully autonomous system draws comparisons to Shelley's work. After Shelley, the names of Cardano's release schedule take a turn as the third release that focused on smart contracts is named after Joseph Goguen. Joseph Goguen was a computer scientist from the United States that was a professor at the universities of California and Oxford and had research positions at IBM and SRI International. Goggen's work focused on algebraic semantics and formal verification. Goggen's work inspired Gregor Rosu, a professor of computer science at the University of Illinois and CEO of runtime verification, to develop the K framework. In the following video, Rosu explains how he was influenced by Goguen and how this relates to Cardano. You guys can look that video up. The K framework is used to formally verify the code of smart contracts so that they are automatically checked for flaws in order to prevent catastrophic losses, such as in the 2016 Ethereum DAO hack. Because many programming languages are defined in K smart contracts, can be written in most popular programming languages while automatically being formally verified at the Cardano's Goguen release, making it both highly flexible and secure. After Cardano becomes decentralized in the Shelley release and gets smart contract functionality in the Goguen release, the Basho release will focus on making Cardano as efficient as possible, improving its scalability. Matsuo Basho was a famous Japanese poet that was mostly recognized as the greatest master of haiku, a very short Japanese form of poetry in three phases. For instance, Bashu Old Pond is considered to be the best-known Japanese haiku. It can be translated as follows: Old pond, frog leaps, and water sounds. To appreciate Basho incredibly wonderful and efficient poetry, the fourth Cardano release that hopes to adopt these same characteristics to allow it to scale as adoption progresses was named after him. After Basho, the fifth and final release will focus on making Cardano sustainable, implementing its envisioned treasury model and on-chain governance. On-chain. It's important right there. Voltaire. Francis Maria wrote, known as Voltaire, was a French writer, philosopher, and historian that was influential during the Age of Enlightenment. The ideas of Enlightenment movement undermined the authority of the monarchy and church and paved the way for the political revolutions of the 18th and 19th centuries. The Enlightenment was also marked by an emphasis on the scientific method and reductionism. Ouroboros. The Ouroboros is a symbol. I'm sure you've seen the snake eating the tail, depicting a serpent or a dragon eating its own tail. Although the name Ouroboros is derived from the ancient Greek Opol Bopok, I don't know what that is. Its first known appearance was in an ancient Egyptian text, 1400 BC. The reason it relates to Cardano is the cyclical nature of the consensus mechanism. Wow. Daedalus. In ancient Greek mythology, Daedalus was a skillful craftsman, innovator, and artist. He was first mentioned in the famous book Iliad of Homer. On the Greek island of Crete, Daedalus was employed by King Minos and developed the labyrinth where the Minotaur, a half-man, half-bull, was trapped. Makes sense. Icarus. Finally, in Homer's ancient Greek story mentioned before, Daedalus and his son Icarus later attempt to escape from Crete that Daedalus constructed from feathers and wax. In the story, Daedalus warns Icarus of complacency and hubris, asking his son not to fly too low or too high, as the sea's dampness could clog his wings and the sun's heat could melt them. However, Icarus ignored Daedalus' instructions and flew to lose to the flew too loose to the sun, melting the wax in his wings and drowning in the sea after he fell down from the sky. Wow. Now that's deep. Now let's continue on and watch this video here, breaking down some of these logos that can be seen all over the place. Let's go. This was done by a community member. Actually, I want to read this to you. That which is below corresponds to that which is above, and that which is above corresponds to that which is below, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing. And just as all things come from this one thing, through the time meditation of one mind, so do all created things originate from this one thing, through transformation. Its father is the sun, its mother the moon. The wind carries it in its belly. Its nurse is the earth. It is origin of all. The consecration of the universe, its inherent strength, is perfected if it is turned into earth. Separate the earth from heaven, the subtle from the gross. Gently and with great ingenuity, it rises from earth to heaven and descends again to earth, thereby combining within it the power of both the above and the below. Thus you will obtain the glory of the whole universe. All obscurity will be clear to you. This is the greatest force of all powers, because it overcomes every subtle thing and penetrates every solid thing. In this way was the universe created. From this will come many wondrous applications, because this is the pattern. Ladies and gentlemen, the tricratera symbol means triangle or three-cornered. It is made up of these intersecting vesica Pisces. The vesica Pisces is the shape created by the intersection of two congruent circles. A triquetra symbol is sometimes interlaced with a circle. An ancient Celtic symbol, the triquetra is considered one of the oldest, dating back to as early as 500 BC, when it was used to symbolize the triple goddess. Over the centuries, it has become the symbol for the Holy Trinity among Christians in Ireland. The symbol is often used to represent the three fundamental elements, air, water, and earth, or the infinite cycle of life. It is also known as a rune of protection. Wow. Makes sense why they use these logos, because Tendermint and what they got going on Cosmos, they are the underlying infrastructure that everything will be ran on. Cosmos Hub is the first hub among many hubs that has launched within the Cosmos network of sovereign blockchains. Tendermint BFT is the name of the proof of stake consensus protocol that powers the Cosmos Hub and the Cosmos SDK. Could life exist on the moon, on Saturn's moons? Everything deals with Saturn and the moon, space. Here's it again, space. I believe this was from the World Economic Forum. Fourth Industrial Revolution, India, just showing you everything. Space, space, space. AI, AI, AI. China, China, China. Saturn, moon. Encladius, potentially habitable. NASA scientists. Davos. At the World Economic Forum in Davos, NASA scientist Linda Spilker has said that Saturn's moon, Encladius, is habitable. What they want to do over there in Saturn, ladies and gentlemen, World Economic Forum annual meeting. Postcards from Saturn. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. What are we talking about here? You want to go to jail or you want to go home? Do you want the truth? And do you want to be free? Ladies and gentlemen, there is no reason why we see all these coincidences. A wise man always told me, coincidences are God's way of staying anonymous. Ladies and gentlemen, can you see that this is all done by design? There is no secrets in crypto. There is those who see the information, they have the eyes to see, and they choose to share it. And it's very rare because there's only like 2 channels that are actually moving in this direction. And then you have channels who want to fill you up with the same rhetoric, narrative, the bullshit that they have been spewing for the last 4 years. The truth is the truth. Period. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say anymore, honestly. Let's talk about the SingularityNET, their logo, which is the infinity sign. Infinity, they want you to live forever. Charles Hoskinson, he chose to work with them first. He chose to work with SingularityNET first. They want you to live forever. You see it? See the logo here? Right here at the bottom. This is an infinity. And they put these logos in places like TV shows. Subtle. And only those who have the eyes to see will see. In another video, I'll show you how they do this. But guys, I just want you to understand, even this VECHAIN logo, V for Vendetta, Vitor, everything has meaning. Movies, China's rise, VECHAIN power. VECHAIN will rise along with the Phoenix, along with all those other cryptocurrencies that I showed you on that video that are all Asian dominated. Asian, China, Singapore. One road, one initiative. Moving. Everything ran on the cosmos. China, Swift. Everything building on the stellar universe and or interconnecting to the cosmos. And then you have things building on the universe and ran on the universe. Stellar's website shows you exactly what is going to be ran on there. But see, you people don't want to look at the truth. You need DAI and Crypto Eddie to tell you the truth, which they're going to tell you a BS lie. They're going to give you misinformation. They're not going to tell you what you need to know. You want to know what you should know? Come to the Bigger Than Race Patreon group. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, comment below. I want to thank all of you. Thank you for the gratitude. It's greatly appreciated. We appreciate you. You know who this is? This is your boy, Brando. And you know what I want you to do? I want you to always investigate truth on your own terms.